Welcome back to the channel, YouTubians. Card Skill Dreams. So another installment of Model Cars and Coffee. I have a model here that I'd like to show. First off, I want to thank Paul over at Left Coast Model Car Builds for proposing this idea and hosting it. Really great idea that he came up with and proposed to the community, and yeah, I think everyone's having a lot of fun with it. I know I am, and I enjoy watching everyone's installment of Model Cars and Coffee. So appreciate that, Paul, and appreciate everybody's willingness to participate. It's awesome. It's fun. It's a great way to, you know, just share the hobby and have fun and talk about cool stuff that we love to do. So I hope everyone's doing well and had a good weekend. I'm working, so it's my split shift, 24 hours in between shifts. Heading for nights tonight. Yay me. So yeah, I'll just talk about this model really quick in terms of where I was, or what I remember of where I was at this point in my modeling. I don't really want to say career, but being back in the hobby, I guess. At this point, I was just kind of like, I was still struggling with paint a little bit. I was getting better with the paint. I was trying to focus on interiors, getting those somewhat correct. And then my engine detail was, I was just, you know, just throwing wires in there and not really focusing on the detail end of it, like getting it correctly, if that makes any sense. So on this one, I really looked at reference photos. I tried to get all the details right. I think I did a really good job at that. So if you've seen any of my builds that I kind of go into detail with, I really like going into detail on the engines, and some of my almost day 2 factory stock style builds is kind of like my wheelhouse, or you know, what I really like to build, muscle cars and stuff. So anyways, this is one of those ones. The first one I really went into detail with for my engine. So let's get you turned around, quit talking, and let's show some models. All right, so here is the 64 GTO. I really love GTOs. I had a 1970 when I was 20 years old. Had a couple Pontiacs, actually. One of those cars that got away, so to speak. So anyways, this 64 GTO, the Revel Monogram kit, 1/24 scale. So this was a pillar car. The pillars were removed. It's all duplicolor stuff. Mist blue is the color, and then clear over top. The paint's pretty decent. Not great, but pretty decent. It actually reflects kind of like a stock car from the from that era, the paint job. So I think it turned out pretty good. The only thing I really changed on this is the wheels, tires. So I obviously put some big poly glass in the back and small ones in the front to give it a bit of a rake. These aren't Pontiac poverty caps, but this is what I used. I just got these out of the parts box, Steelies, and put those on there. I think they're from a Ford, I think. So I did add rear quarter windows on this one. The other one on this side has fallen off. I never did replace that. I lost the center section here, so I made a piece out of embossing foil. Obviously this grill's blacked out. This is a photo etch piece. I had one in the back too, but that fell off as well. So this was probably built 15 years ago at least, if not more. It's got my antenna, as you see there. Interior is black and white. Didn't do too great. This didn't come with gauge decals, so it wasn't. I just tried to paint the gauges and stuff. It didn't turn out that great, but you can still see it looks okay. I did flocking on the rear package and the carpet on the floor. Tried to do the wood grain steering wheel, black padding on the dash, and then the decals on this one are from what is it, Polar Lights GTO, I think. Yeah, Polar Lights. That's where I got those from. I did put on the tires, you can see the valve stems, and then the engine. This is probably, like I said, when I really started to focus in on detailing. So you can see those details on the fuel lines, every kind of line you can. Throttle return, a little bit of brake detail lines, not correct, but it's in there anyway. Give that effect. Some engine wiring to the starter and solenoid, batteries, wiper motor, throttle all the way through. So yeah, that I was pretty proud of this engine at the time, and still am, obviously. Really dig that detail. So underneath I just did some light weathering. That's when I was starting to get into the weathering a little bit. Thought I wanted it to look like oh yeah, I haven't even painted the wheel backs on this one. Trying to make the car look, you know, like a survivor car. So well taken care of, but it's showing some wear and tear. It's showing its age. So yeah, that's my 64 GTO. Really love this car. Love this build. Like everyone says, it's kind of the start of the... I know there's other people that will say, well, there was other muscle cars before, but this was kind of like the mainstream first muscle car that was ever produced, and everybody kind of like started in after that. But really cool car. Love these GTOs. So hope everyone has a great rest of their weekend, and we'll talk to you all soon. Pat out, model on.
Thank you. Thank you very much.